Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of World of Warcraft, The Legend of Berndahl. We have been following Berndahl since he started out in Anvilmar to Dunmarog through his first adventures in Ironforge, and now we're in Lochmadan, where we've been sent to Ironband's excavation site. We've done, I think, most of the quests here, but we still have at least one more. Well, you definitely have some fight in you. You know, there are some hunter types up at the lodge east of here, up in the hills. They might be right up your alley. Why don't you go pay them a visit and see if they have any work you'd be interested in?
Safe travels.
That sounds like a good plan. I do want to check one last thing here before we go. I thought that I saw an exclamation point around here somewhere. It may have just been some copper ore, but aha. I thought maybe I saw something. It's possible. Nope, this isn't the right direction, but look at that. Oh, this is Chandra's Cave. So this is another one of those leaked documents. Here, this book we've got. Let's see, we found the Western Lock Dock. We found Grizzlepaw Den. This is Chandra's Lair. There's a small hovel to the southwest of the excavation site that once belonged to the reclusive hermit. Chandra's residence in the cave, however, has driven off all potential inhabitants away. Just outside the mouth of the cave serves as a perfect draft point. Alright. We found Ironband's cubby as well, so now we just have Ogrash's Skull Idol and Grove in the Loch to find. Let's see. Ooh. And another elite monster. Let's go ahead and take care of this guy too. It's too dangerous this close to it's too dangerous to have a giant spider like this so close to the expedition. So we will take care of that. Alright, we got some bard's trousers. Which doesn't exactly sound like a thing a paladin would wear, but let's take a look. Not bad, but not for us. Alrighty. So now we're going to head up here to the Farstrider Lodge. So let's head on over. We're going to keep an eye out for some copper. Maybe some tin ore along the way to help out our mining and blacksmithing. Yeah, we've got a fair bit. So we also have a quest to make some copper axes and plate belts, but I got it right after I sold or put a lot of our stuff on the auction house. Which I noticed, so if you oh, another elite. Lord Condor. And a bobcat. Bobcat's jumpy. Hey, stop. Wow. There's a lot of elites in this place. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if you sell anything on the auction house, it gets mailed to you. And I noticed I don't have any mail this morning, so it's possible that we didn't sell anything. I think I put everything on the auction house for 2 days. I'm not 100% sure, but what is in here? At level 20. Achievement earned, Giddy Up. What does Giddy Up do? Learn apprentice writing skill. Oh, I got the apprentice writing skill for free. Oh, I also got summon warhorse for free. Oh, is it possible that I am not going to have to buy a mount? Oh, I got a blade of justice as well. Okay, let's take a look at what we got here. Consecration. Hammer of Justice, Blade of Justice, this is new. Requires a two-handed melee weapon, which we're using. Strike an enemy with the Blade of Justice, dealing 477 physical damage. Generates 2 holy power. Oh, well, we'll definitely want to be using that. Okay, let's unlock our bars and reorder some stuff. Okay. Put our heal there, that there. Our stun. Oh, that's, yeah, our heal, our area attack. Templar's Verdict is what we hit people with when we have a lot of holy power. Crusader Strike is kind of our go-to power. We'll put Blade of Justice here. So Blade of Justice is going to do more damage. It's going to generate more holy power. But it's got a longer cooldown. Oh, it's also ranged. Interesting. Okay, well that's good. And while we've got this locked, or unlocked, where... Okay, so where is this Summon Warhorse? Why didn't they put it on my bar already? Nope. General? Summons a warhorse. Oh, is that possible? Okay, so they may have just put it in my collection. Let's see, warhorse. Oh, look at that. There's our warhorse. So I'll go ahead and put that there. Oh, he's cool looking. Gonna go ahead and put him as favorite mount too. As I mentioned, I play a lot of Horde, and so I have a lot of these other characters. Or I have a lot of other mounts for... how do I set this as my favorite? There we go. I have a lot of mounts for other characters, but I would like to only use mounts for this character. Okay, that's pretty cool. Awesome. Okay, and in the meantime, we don't have any quests to go into that cave, so let's keep going. In fact, since I'm going to keep going, let's try this new mount. Oh, we are so much faster now. And see some more. There's ore, right? Further up. Oh, there it is. All right. And what should we name our horse? What's an appropriate dwarven horse name? Let's see. Let's take a look at him. I have to think about it. Let's see. We're going up here to the Farstrider Lodge. And there's some buildings up here. And there's that creepy looking tower that we keep seeing off in the distance. I'm not 100% sure it is here in Logmadon, but if it is, I'm sure we're going to get a quest to go to it. Oh. Oh, that bobcat was carrying a gem. That's strange. Okay, so we got multiple things to do. We've got a scary tower in the distance. We have a horse to name. We have some ore to find. Hey, eagle. And I think that's where we're going, right across from there. Oh, and they have a flight path. That's nice. Because we need to head back to Thelsamar to turn in some documents anyway, so... Let's see, let's head up. No, that's not the way up. Well, okay. What do dwarves like the best? They like bread. They like a good meal. They like ale. I'm not gonna name them ale. How about lager? That sounds like a good name for a horse. Lager. So, maybe we'll be following the adventures of Berndahl and Lager for a while. He seems to like that name just fine. So, Lager it is.
Great to meet you.
Great to meet you too. I have a lot of stuff to sell. I do not need all of this junk. Below gloves of the whale. Feather. I believe the malachite wasn't selling for much though. Oh, and I haven't been using my sharpening stones. Okay, let's just click this to clear our bags out a little bit.
Watch your back.
And let's go ahead and use a coarse sharpening stone on our weapon. We're giving him 3 damage that we could be doing. Okay, Safety Warden Pipsy.
Hey!
Thistle while you work. It's stab thistle season. Stab thistle seeds are responsible for up to 89% of seed-related injuries among hunters. You'll find stab thistle seeds mostly in the lower woodland, just north of the lodge. They're commonly found at the base of the trees, and they'll stab and hurt you. I advise you to avoid them, but I actually need someone to help remove them for sake of safety. Bring me back stab thistle seeds so we can be sure others won't get hurt.
Be seeing you.
I'm not afraid of any seeds. I mean, come on.
What can I do for you?
Oh, look at this. Hello there, laddie. The Mountaineers sent you over. I do suspect we have just the sort of work you're looking for. Welcome to Farstrider Lodge. And we are now revered with Ironforge. We're always looking for new game around here. Daryl may like his boars, but the rest of us prefer something more exotic. Now, I'd say the lock draining was a good thing, but it did... Now, I'd never say the lock draining was a good thing, but it did have a silver lining. The swampy grounds brought in new prey, hornets. Giant hornets, mind you. Not many hunters have tussled with massive bugs before. It's rather novel. If you'd like to give it a try, I'll wager with you. Bring me back some of those nice glossy wings of theirs and I'll pay up. That sounds easy. And foxtails by the handful. We've seen more foxes in the hills lately. Cunning creatures they are. A good test of a hunter's skills and fine profit to boot. It's their tails, lad. Fine and fluffy. They're just as good hung on your belt. It's to ward off the fleas as they are to line the gloves of some fancy noble. Listen to me prattle on, but I'm no goblin. The thrill's in the hunt. But if you bring me some of those foxtails, I'll still gladly pay you for them. You'll find the foxes north of the lodge and the woodlands.
Off with you.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about hunting in general. Paladins have more time for more noble things, but
what can I do?
Chances are we're probably just going to end up having to kill them anyway while we're doing these other quests, so we'll see. Joy of boar hunting? Try to contain your excitement, Berndahl, for you are in the presence of the greatest boar hunter in Azeroth, Daryl the Youngling. Their cunning intellect, rapid speed, ferocious strength, and resilient hide. Yes, boars are the quarry of only the most masterful of hunters. Amateurs need not apply. Why, I bet you've never even hunted such an exotic beast. I'll bet a silver any day that you can't match my record of 10 boars killed. Try the ones on the eastern shore of the loch. Don't hurt yourself now, rookie.
See you later.
Yeah, boars are very... they're very rare in these parts. We've only seen them, like, every step of the way. Okay, we got a Griffin Master.
What's on your mind?
Okay, so we can fly back if we need to. Bingle's Blastin' Hammer. Wingnut. I'm through with gyrocopters. Sure, they work, but when has that ever been good enough for a real gnome? I want real flight with wings. I've been studying birds for years now, trying to unlock the final secret to building a machine that flies just like them. That elegant soaring and swooping, the rush of wind over wings, ah. You can help me. I need the finest flight feathers you can find. The golden eagles circling the lodge would be a fine choice. Oh, man.
Hello.
And innkeeper. Let's see. I don't suppose you've got any dwarven ale here. Refreshing spring water.
Good luck, friend.
See, this is why dwarves run the best inns. Okay. So they want us to kill a lot of stuff. Pristine flight feather. Well, I guess we should try it out. I don't know if, oh no, my auctions are expiring. I guess I only set them for 24 hours. I am somewhat distressed that, all the noble questing I've been doing to take care of kobolds and ogres and stuff, now all of a sudden I'm hunting. But in any case, let's see. I want to keep an eye out for the rest of these documents here. So, looking for a stone skull idol that seems to be in part of the ogre grounds, but is further south than the ogres actually roam. I have not found any ogres yet, so keep an eye out for that. And then the Grove in the Loch. A small grove of 3 saplings in the center of the loch serves as a well-isolated drop-off point. Okay. Well, it's possible we're probably going to have to go up there anyway, so I don't know how I feel about killing eagles for their feathers. We'll see about that. Especially now that I don't need the money for a mount. Just don't know how I feel about hunting for gnome wings. Although I don't know how I feel about hunting for money either, so we'll see. Oh, bear. Who I'm definitely not getting paid to hunt. Let's see. Well, I definitely want to keep an eye out for these stab thistles. You don't want to fight me. Oh, you do want to fight me. Oh shoot. I used that power again that attacks 2 targets. Well, I didn't do that on purpose, but like I said, I'm either going to have to be careful with that power when there are creatures around that I don't want to fight, or I'm just going to have to accept the fact that I'm going to end up fighting a lot of stuff I didn't intend to. Rams, cool. Whole foxes. Okay, so the foxes aren't hostile. Man. Yeah, without a good reason. Like, you know, it's one thing if people are hungry and I need to go and hunt some boar for meat. It's another thing if, you know, if there are some... Oh, shoot. I'm gonna have to take that thing off my bar. Not really. I'm not gonna take it off my bar, but I really need to be more careful with it. I don't know. Berndahl's a noble paladin, and, you know, I'm here for questing. I'm here to protect people. Here to, you know, defeat evil towers like this thing right up here. Just going and killing stuff for sport, that is not Berndahl's way. With that in mind, okay, with that in mind, we are going to drop. We are not going to go and kill foxes that are not risk to anybody, and same thing with the eagles. They're both neutral. They're not threatening anybody. These ogres, on the other hand, are definitely threatening people. So, I haven't gotten a quest to deal with these guys, but it cannot be a good sign that they're here. And this is a sign that I need to go and look for that skull of Mogrosh. Oh, and I have to check out that tower. I suppose. Okay, we're gonna finish the quest that we've got, and if nobody sends us back here to deal with this, we'll come back here on our own. But so far the so far the dwarves of Thelsamar, they've been concerned with gnolls and murlocs, and it seems to me that ogres living in a big evil tower are kind of a better concern. Okay. So the stone skull idol seems to be part of the ogre grounds, but is further south than the ogres actually roam. Place documents on it, so okay. So we want to keep an eye out for that. It's possible I've already run past it and didn't even notice. Since we can now run a lot faster with the help of Logger here. Aha! Look. This is either a quest or a hidden document. And we have another document. One to go. And conveniently, we're going to the middle of the lock, where the last one's supposed to be. There's lots of ore here, too. Guess it's possible this area is too far out for the dwarves. They're seems like the hills and mountains closer to them are mostly mined out, but that kind of makes sense. Also seeing that there are some looks like there might be some houses up here in the north of the lock. That might be worth checking out too. Oh, looks like there's people here as well. Oh. And just as I say that there are no dwarves here, there are dwarves here. Celt Thomason, an iron forge, and a gunsmith. Hail.
What's on your mind?
They can drain the lock until it's a little more than a drip of mud, and we'll still fight to keep it for ours. Well, good. I don't know if I like the looks of that tent. These humans are a little sketchy, if you ask me. I mean, I know we're all on the same side, but... Okay, off to the middle of the lock. Oh, wow. Okay, so these are the houses we saw on the map. They kind of look like evil houses. Why would you build evil houses? Who's living up there? Twilight Encroachers. I am not familiar with them. Okay, so these hornets, these guys are definitely aggressive. These guys pose a danger, so we're gonna take care of them. The boars, on the other hand, okay, I know that guy was super annoying, but I don't think it's worth killing a bunch of gnomes. I don't think it's worth killing a bunch of boars just because the guy who gave you the quest is annoying. Hey, it looks like you crashed. You need any help? Nope. Okay. Well, if you change your mind, I'll be in the area killing hornets. And keeping an eye out for a grove with 3 trees. Well, there's a bunch of trees out here. Okay, be careful with the ranged power. And it did not accidentally kill the, didn't accidentally kill the ram there. Alright. Okay, so the problem with this quest is these marsh hornets.
I can't attack that.
They don't.
Attack that target.
They don't actually have many. I've killed what, like 4 or 5 hornets, and I've only gotten 1 set of wings.
I need to get closer.
That's nice having 2 ranged attacks like that. Okay. There's a grove and oh, there's 3 trees, and right there, I believe this is the last document. Alright, so we found all 6. Look at us go.
Too far away.
Oh yeah, with that in mind about the boar quest, we're going to go ahead and drop that as well.
I can't attack.
I mean, I guess one of the upsides of World of Warcraft is there are so many quests that, with some exceptions, if there are ones that you just don't like the sounds of, you can just drop them. The only potential risk for that is that the story quests are often in a chain, and so you have to finish some to get later ones. And so I guess there is a possibility that if one of these that I'm skipping is a story quest, that maybe I won't get the rest of the story quests, but I think I don't know, just these random hunting quests don't seem like they're really all that key to the story. Okay, we have 3 glassy hornet wings. Come here. We've got 4. Alright. There's 2 in it. Oh, is that a... Oh, look, it's a special hornet. I wonder if he'll count.
I'm out of range.
Nyx. Who, well, he was, he did count as a hornet, he didn't have any wings. And there we go. Alrighty. Okay, so back to Farstrider Lodge. Bobcat. Who's chasing me now? He's not fast enough to catch Logger here. Wouldn't mind getting a ram mount too. I may do that on the side there. I think we've actually already been to the place where we can go to get the mounts, the ram mounts. When we were back in Dunmarog, we had a couple quests back over here in the Amber Still Ranch. I believe that's actually where you have to go to get the mounts. So, all right, back to the Farstrider Lodge, who conveniently have a flight path if that becomes an issue. Although I think I'm still Hearthstone and Thulsamar, so I should just be able to quickly jump over there. Which is good because we've got quite a lot of ore now. So we can maybe fulfill this supplying the front quest when we get back there. Okay. Hey Pipsy, I took care of that stab thistle seed. I've been informed there's a bear warning active in the woodlands as well. They love those stab thistle seeds. It's a good thing you gathered those so they don't attract more bears. DEFCON Bobcat. Stop everything. It's come to my attention that there have been bobcat sightings near the lodge. Bobcats. Now mind you, I've never seen a bobcat, but I'm sure they're dangerous. They're like mountain lions or something. I don't want anyone leaving until the area is secure. Anyone but you, that is. I'll pay you to secure the area, Paladin, but don't get your face ripped off. Well, those bobcats are certainly a danger. They've been attacking me left and right.
Hi.
And hornet hunting. Yep, took care of those wasps. Lovely specimens you've got there. Here's my wager, lad. And no, not killing foxes. Sorry, buddy. Okay, let's see.
What can I do for you?
We want to... Yep, we want to sell those. Got a lot of stuff to sell here. Let's see, these are not for me. These aren't for me either. Or that. I'll hang on to the tiger's eye just in case. I'm not cooking, so don't need that. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to stop and have my morning meal. Okay, so the plan now is... So there's a bobcat warning, so we'll go ahead and take care of that, and then we will Hearthstone back to Thulsamar and turn in a bunch of those quests, and then we can always flight path back here and continue these quests. Because she mentioned something about bears, so I suspect they'll be sending us to deal with those as well. I mean, we've already dealt with plenty of them, but there are always more. Always more bears. Yeah, these bobcats are a pain. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't know why anybody would bother these eagles. They're just sitting there. They're minding their own business. They're not bothering anybody.
I'm out of range.
These bobcats, on the other hand. Ooh, That was kind of close to that eagle. Probably shouldn't have done that, but... It is really nice having 2 ranged attacks like that. I think part of the reason I'm killing them so fast is that I'm higher level than them. They're 16 and I'm 20, but it's nice being able to hit them twice before they can get into range. Okay. There we go. There's one more bobcat. We'll have taken care of the bobcat problem for him. Or at least helped. And let's go get this tin ore over here, and we will hearthstone to Thulsamar. Oh, is that tin ore? Copper. It can't hurt to get that too. One extra bobcat for good measure. One more copper ore for good measure. And we hearthstone back to Thulsamar. We also need to go to the Explorers League and turn in all those documents. Alright. Oh, Paladin trainer. Do you have something for me? No, you were just showing off.
Safe travels.
Yeah, well, I can do that too. Ooh, look at me. Okay. Oh, is there... Yeah, that's... Yep. Is this the right place? Yeah, this is not the right place. It just looked like it on the map. I think they're next door. Yep. I think that's the Explorers League flag, so here we go. Hey guys, boy, do I have a surprise for you. I've gotten all of your documents. Our historical records, the thought of dark iron vermin delving into our past just made me sick to my stomach. Ha, they got a kick out of seeing how low they were on our list of threat assessment. This document was admittedly a bit out of date, but nonetheless amusing. And our artifact records, I was pretty well worried that the Dark Irons might try to steal with this information at their disposal. Thank you for bringing it back. Alright, heartfelt appreciation. You located all of our documents. We can't thank you enough for the help. We'd all but given up hope. It sure seemed that the Dark Irons would be able to act on all this information soon. It's good to know that they'll be left blind in their attacks for quite a while yet. To thank you for all your efforts on our behalf, we would like to offer you a gift, an artifact really, something we recovered on one of our digs. You have the appreciation of all Explorers League. It's an old dwarven hammer.
Watch your back.
Take a look at this. Let's see, 11 to 18. That's unfortunate. It's actually not as good as what we have already. I'm not sure if it's because... Yeah, I think that this isn't as good. Yeah, unfortunately, I think this isn't as good as our axe. I'm looking at this. So our axe has been sharpened, so it's got +3 damage. I don't know if they keep that in mind when they're showing us the difference in damage per second. I guess it's actually easy enough to try because we've got this rough weight stone that we can enchant this guy. So it was 1.3. Yeah, that's just showing us the raw unenchanted damage per second. So the axe that we've got is still better. But that was a very nice gift that they gave us. I would never say no to a hammer. Alright, and then we'll come over to the anvil and we'll knock out these things that they need. Hopefully I've got the recipes for them all. Let's see, copper axe, I have those. Copper plate belt. Oh, I don't have those. Okay. Well, we'll need to go to probably to Iron Forge to get some more patterns in the hopes that I can actually take care of that. Well, given that I don't currently have the patterns to take care of that, I might take care of that offline. Just run to Iron Forge, pick up some more. Run to Iron Forge, pick up some extra blacksmith patterns, and yeah, probably just fly right back here. But we can sell this now because we've already recovered all of the. We've recovered all of the papers for the Explorers Guild. But yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and cut this a little short here today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.